So much great stuff. So without further ado, guys, I want to keep it short and simple tonight. I want everybody to have a happy Friday night. And I am going to start sharing my screen and we're going to get to it. All right. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Casey's Toolkit. All right. We're going to talk about some time-saving tips, and we're going to talk about what we do when we have crisis with our clients in travel, right? The dreaded, hey, we've got an issue, right? Oh man, every time, I swear, I do not know how to do a presentation to save my life. All right, so let's talk how to streamline your success and stay organized. There's a couple of ways I do this, guys. Let's create your own toolkit. I use Google Docs for literally everything. Anything I need to save goes into a Google Doc. I use Google Forms, Sheets, planners, right? I talked about that in my Balanced Mom, right? In my mom life earlier in this week. When I say Google everything, like Google, I use for everything. I Google everything for my trips, for my vacations, right? I recycle my travel ads and use them as a later date. You know who taught me that? Amy Moore taught me that. Yes, I do that. I have Google Forms for qualifying my clients for Disney, the cruises, and for regular vacations. I use Google Forms. And I have all of my follow-ups. Man, you can tell that I was typing this with very small font. Follow-ups for my agents, like a Google Sheets for my agents, for my follow-ups, groups that I am a part of that I am posting in, right? Jess Bissinger earlier in this boot camp showed you her Google Sheets or her spreadsheets, and I use that as well. Okay. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Let's also talk about affiliate links, okay? Create a link tree. We have been talking about making money in your sleep throughout this boot camp, right? And talking about affiliate links. This is where you can drop every single affiliate link you have in one spot, right? If you're dropping a travel ad, drop your link tree. That's going to give your clients the opportunity to book a cruise with you if you want, with like maybe a Virgin Voyages link, right? Excursions. This is all going to give you the ability to make money while you sleep. So then you're not dropping a bunch of links, right? Just drop one link. So I use a link tree. Oh my God, man, I am just struggling today with this, right? CRMs, if you cannot pay for a CRM, that's okay. If you can, great. I chose Travify. And the reason I chose Travify, guys, is let me show you just a quick, right? This right here, whoa. This is, I have my little thing up here. Here we go. Honolulu. So this is my Travify, right? Here is my honeymoon, right? It's all paid. Now, when I go into Vax, I'm gonna make a new trip. Okay. I'm gonna make a new trip. I don't know why it looks like this. Anyway, when I am, what is this thing doing? New trip. So when I make a new, this is not what it's supposed to look like, but whatever, guys, whatever. When I make a new trip, I can go in to like the lodging right here. I'm going to go in. Here we go. I'm going to click lodging. Now, I can take this right here and pop that into the email portion for my on Vax. Pop that in to Travify, and it's going to put my whole itinerary in Travify for me. I can make 3 quotes in 5 minutes. So for me, time-saving tip in my toolbox is going to be Travify. Now, Like I said, if you can't pay for a CRM, that's okay. Use Canva. It's totally free. But as we watched last night, Casey's not the Canvas like savvy as everybody else is. So I use something that doesn't make me want to pull my hair out. Calendly. I utilize Calendly for payment schedules, the initial client call, right? For follow-ups, and also if I am going to be delivering a quote, making a payment, or making a booking, right? Utilize Calendly for everything. Now that is a paid thing, but it's like 15 bucks and it helps me stay organized, right? Cross posting. You can post 3 travel ads in 3 different groups at one time by cross posting. Everybody, I want you to take out your phone because you can only do it on your phone. I want you to log into Facebook. Okay, we're going to do it really fast. And I'm doing it with you, literally doing this as we speak. Okay, then I want you to go to your picture at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Go to groups. Now let's pick a group. Okay, then you're going to take a post, right? You can just do anything. I mean, even if you're team building, you can just use this opportunity to do a team building post if you want to. But you can go into your group on the travel ad, right? Now, if you look under your name in that group when you go to make that post, you're going to see under your name, it says public group, add groups, and then under that, it's going to say AI label either on or off. When you click the add groups tab, you can choose 3 different groups to post that travel ad in. Now, the other cool thing about this is it's also going to tell me the last time I posted in that group. So I know I'm not spamming my group, right? So then I pick the groups that I post in regularly, right? Or that are super successful for me. And then I click save. And lastly, I'm going to post. Then in your notifications, it will tell you each group that it was cross-posted in, okay? Now, this is where having a spreadsheet comes in handy because this is where it's going to tell you on your spreadsheet whether that cross post was posted or if it's still sitting in your managed posts. Now, this is important, guys, because if it sits in the managed posts, it's going to kill your algorithm. Okay, so make sure you are keeping track of where you're posting. Okay, you can schedule your posts in your group, on your page, and with paid platforms like Socialmonials. Okay, copy and paste everything. You know why I have everything in a Google Doc? So all I have to do is copy and paste it from my phone into my group. Or if I am not at home and I have Google Docs, all of those are automatically on my phone as well. Speaking of, hey, leave the dog alone. Speaking of, I wanted to say, I forgot to put something in this training that I thought later. It's Wednesday. That I thought of later. Also on my phone, guys, I have on my cell phone, as you can see, like I have folders for all of my apps. I have a folder that is specifically for work apps. So anytime I need anything that pertains to Reed's Adventures, I just have to go to the one folder in my app and all on my phone, and all of my apps are there. Okay. So let's talk about my crisis toolkit. Don't panic. Number 1, don't panic. Okay. Now, I know that's going to sound like what? It is a natural response for your heart to drop. You instantly start sweating when you either get the phone call or text message that there is an issue. Hello. An issue with your client in travel, right? What do? Who do you call? where do you turn? You know, this is like the travel agent nightmare, right? Literally. First and foremost, call your mentor. Call your mentor and don't panic. True story, I was out to dinner one time and I had clients in Ireland. Pardon my French, but shit hit the fan, guys, out there. And I panicked. I called my mentor, I called my platinum, and when that failed, I called another platinum. I called a platinum that I know that books a lot of travel. I called Amy. I did. I called Amy and I was like, oh my God, call your mentor. Okay. This is going to give you the opportunity to one, calm down, right? Talk through it. You're going to tell your mentor the issue. We're going to talk through it. And then we're going to point you in the direction of the resources. Okay. What we all literally dread, and we're always watching the clock and watching our phones, huh? When we got clients in travel. Always call your mentor so we can guide you through the next steps. Okay. Let's talk about VAX. Each supplier in VAX has their own in-travel phone number. Okay. Has their own in-travel phone number. This you can find on the travel documents that are going to be emailed to you shortly before departure, right? There will be a small number that says for in-travel issues or whatnot, call this number, okay? Every supplier, I'm gonna repeat this, every supplier in VAX has a different number. It is not the VAX hotline, okay? So that's step number one, okay? The second thing, last thing I wanna say, guys, before is the one thing that we never, ever, ever do is we never let our clients know that we're sweating, right? We can tell our mentor that we are scared, we're crapping our pants. We don't, because it's unknown, right? It's the unfamiliar territory. That's the scariest part, right? So don't ever let your clients know that you're sweating, okay? Stacy, don't worry, Stacy. I'm so sorry that you're having this experience. This is definitely not what we intended when, you know, you started going on, when we booked this vacation. But don't worry, while you guys are out on your excursion today, I'm going to find you another place to stay, okay? I'm going to make sure that this place is comparable and it has everything that you were looking for. So have a great time at your excursion. Don't worry, I've got it all under control. Cool, right? You want to make sure that your clients know that you're going to advocate for them, right? You almost want to be mad too. Like you almost want to be like, this is some bullshit. Yeah, no, right? That's how I was when my clients called me and told me the issues that they were having in Ireland. I was like, this is some bullshit. But you know what? You know why I called somebody and called in reinforcements? Because Amy came up with added costs that I hadn't even thought of, right? Now my clients are paying an additional $25 or $50. They were 35 minutes outside of Dublin, okay? $50 cab ride each way. No food for the rest of the week at the hotel. Now my clients are going to have to pay more money for cab rides to go into Dublin. Didn't think about that, okay? So this is why you always call your mentor before we panic. My mentor, and I mean, I work a lot with Amy, especially with booking travel. They're gonna know how to handle things, right? So don't panic. Now, I want to show you guys, I got a little something here. I remember too, I say this after every training, right? I close out every single one of my Zooms and presentation with, remember, it's always a beautiful day to book travel, right? Because it is. It's always a beautiful day to book travel. So I'm going to show you, I think I have it on Google Sheets. Pretty sure it's a sheet. Let me see. I'm looking. Yes. Okay. This is what you guys should do. When you have problems like that, make a spreadsheet, right? I have been calling all of our vendors to get their in-travel phone numbers so that I have it on hand, right? That way, I've got a client next month going to Hawaii, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Blue Sky Tours next week and I'm going to find out what their in-travel phone number is, right? I'm going to verify this. This might be the regular phone number. Probably not because this is your in-travel phone numbers, but sometimes Casey is a little whoop, whoop, whoop. So I wouldn't be surprised if I just wrote the phone number down. But I digress. Make a spreadsheet, right? Have the tools in your toolbox before you need them. You don't want to have to go buy new tools and be unprepared. You want to already have the tools in your toolbox, right? Now, I know there's probably a ton of questions in the chat, guys. And for the sake of the training tonight, I am going to save all of your questions for the Q&A at the end. So make sure you write that down. Now, without further ado, we're going to kind of keep this ball rolling.